of founding members. And I know that some of you have got on the line this time for the very first time because we're seeing some brand new people from all across the country join us in our vision, in our mission to absolutely transform the world. And so we want to welcome you, welcome all of our CV qualifiers. I know every single month we see so many of your names who are qualifying. And today, yes, I'm going to go ahead and share those in September who hit CV. I know last week we talked about the silvers. Today we will highlight bronze and we'll do the silvers once again. But again, good morning to each and every one of you. Super excited. I want to go ahead and jump right into our vision, our mission statement. Our vision is we exist to help end the negative stigma that has caused communities around the world to suffer and lose out on the health and wealth benefits of the cannabis plant. And our mission is we are the catalyst to stir a movement that inspires people to confidently move into the legal space as entrepreneurs, formulators, and investors, evoking the courage and strength of people to take back their health, wealth, legacy, and freedom. And so today I'm going to actually highlight some of the items that are happening this weekend. Hopefully each and every one of you have already purchased your tickets for the conference. So we actually have something super exciting happening the day before, and that's our pajama party. In fact, the agendas are going out today, but you're going to actually hear it first because we're going to go through both of our agendas. If you did not get your tickets for the pajama party, well, guess what? You can actually attend about a 90-minute segment via Zoom. So yes, it's a 4-hour event, but 90 minutes of it will be available for everyone so that you can sneak in and see what we're doing. So super excited to highlight that as well. Tomorrow, we actually have another opportunity for each and every one of you to invite your prospects on the line so they can hear more about the founding member program. That's happening at 8 p.m. Central. I gave out the ID last week. We'll give it out again, but I do know you're actually already starting to get email communication about that call. So make sure you get that information, you share that with your team, because we know that it's going to be packed out. Last week, when we did this last Sunday, there were 250 people in attendance. Now, just know that it maxes out at 300. So tomorrow, you want to jump in early because we do know that this call is going to get maxed out. People are super excited about this season of founding member status because it's your very last opportunity. This is the time that you want to go ahead and claim as many shares as possible, okay? Because we have our team that's working behind the scene to make sure that this is absolutely our best founding member season yet. And so I want to also give a shout out to our team. You know, I always love to start this call by acknowledging our team. I mean, we have just such an amazing corporate team. We meet every single Saturday at 8 in the morning, first with our C-suite, then we meet with the general team at 8:30, and just the ideas, okay, just the level of commitment, the dedication, the passion that each and every corporate member brings to the team. It's truly inspiring. And to also know that we have the best distributors on the planet, I tell you what, it just does us so proud. Our wellness coaches, I know you guys are out there as well. Some of you are part of Group 4. You've been waiting on your test. I did get confirmation from Dr. Prince that test will actually be released in the next 24 hours. And so stay tuned so that you can get that link, take that test. You can get certified. Super excited about the opportunity for another group to actually get certified. Also, too, what's really, really, exciting is this week, this pajama party, okay? So I want to kind of jump into some of the details so that you'll know exactly what's going on. The doors are going to open at 6 p.m. And actually, we're going to open up a little bit earlier for those of you who I know like to drive in early. So we'll open up a little bit early, but it starts officially at 6 o'clock. So 6 to 10 is when the party happens. So no, it's not an overnight. Some people ask, is this overnight? No, it's not overnight because we got to go home and prepare for Legacy, okay? The conference the very next day. But yes, from 6 to 10. Now we'll start off with our VIP cocktail reception, and we have a very special infused drink that our phenomenal Shannon King has whipped up for each and every one of you. And that's going to happen from 6 to 6:45. And yes, we are having some food. So when you first come in, there's going to be a food presentation so that you can indulge. And so we have a special guest speaker Dr. Eric Prince himself, who will be there. And we're flying in another special guest speaker all the way from Florida, and that is Latrice Levitt. She's going to be there also doing something called the Soul Massage. I want you to think about that for a second. I mean, oftentimes we think about a massage, we think about our bodies, right? And so we often also need stimulation, and we need that massage to really help, bring that, the therapeutic needs that we need to our entire mind, body, and spirit, okay? And so this is going to be a phenomenal experience that you're going to be able to participate in. And I'm telling you what, folks, that alone is a $50 per person experience, but you're getting that as an added bonus just for being there that night. Now, we actually don't go live for Zoom until 7:45. So if you're watching on the Zoom at 7:45, we're going to start letting people in the Zoom, and that's when we're going to actually start to show you what's happening. You're going to actually have a chance to see the new facility, okay? Because yes, on the second floor, we are starting the process already. In fact, last week on Friday night, the process began, okay? And it's going to continue to happen, okay? But the place is being transformed, okay? For our new vision, for where we're going in 2023, you're going to be the very first to take a peek at that, okay? And so if you're watching on via Zoom, you're going to have a chance to see exactly what's happening behind the scene while you listen to some phenomenal music. And then from 8 to 8:30, guess what happens? The brand is revealed. So if you're on the line, and if you're a bronze, if you're a silver, if you are someone who may not yet hit sapphire yet, and you haven't had a chance to be personally invited to one of the amazing behind the scenes, this is a phenomenal opportunity for you to actually witness exactly what's going on and just share in the excitement of where we're going. So again, that's happening from 8 to 8:30 p.m. And then we have some special awards. So see, you're going to want to get on the line. If you've been plugging away, bringing in new customers, guess what? There may be an opportunity that you might actually be recognized, okay, on Friday night. So you want to make sure your guests are tuning in so they can see you potentially get recognized as we do awards and recognition. And then we have some special guest speakers that are absolutely going to blow you away. We've all heard of the fabulous and phenomenal Michelle Renee, our crypto expert, who we had dinner with this past Friday, who absolutely every time I'm in her presence, there's something she does to just take us to that next level. And we got so many valuable nuggets from her as we talked about things like even the metaverse, okay? We talked about NFTs. I mean, so many awesome concepts. And she's bringing a lot of that with the whole idea of how we're expanding with our wealth division. And so you're going to want to see really a little bit of that behind the scenes, have a chance to hear her as she blows the audience away. And then we are going to have a special video presentation from the phenomenal Lynn Richardson. So see, all of this is happening on Friday night. You are not going to want to miss it. We have a special health presentation as well. We're going to do a toast, and that toast is for our future because we want everyone to experience this season of elevation. And so we're going to toast to elevating our future. And then guess what? For those who might have missed the opportunity to jump on the founding member program, maybe they just want more details, we're going to do another presentation of the founding member program, but it's going to be a quick version, just really highlighting some of the key components. And then from 9:45 to 10 o'clock, we have special games and closing remarks. And so again, a portion of that is going to be videoed where you're going to actually have a chance to tune in via Zoom. And so stay tuned for the links, because when we put out the agenda that's going to drop on social media today, we're going to also have the Zoom link and the Zoom instructions so that you can follow all of those details. But then guess what happens, guys? We're going to wake up the next morning and we're going to now be a part of the Legacy Conference. And what I love about the pajama party, that's kind of like the pre-party. And just in what I've shared so far, I'm sure you're probably just excited. And that's not even the conference, okay? So can you imagine what it's going to feel like, what you're going to experience at the conference, okay? Now, most people are attending the conference virtually, and that's fine. We do have a few special guests that are coming in town, and so we welcome them. So there will be a few people in the audience, which is great, but most people will be attending via Zoom. Some of the items that I really want to just kind of give you just as a prelude to the conference is in the morning, we're going to have a blackout session, okay? So if you're on the Zoom And if you can participate with us by wearing black, that would be great, because we're going to start it off with this whole idea of a blackout. Okay. And so after we do our welcome and our giveaway, we have a special message that we've prepared for each and every one of you. So you're going to have a chance to hear that. And then during this blackout, we have a very special meditation. I don't know if you practice, meditation. Meditation isn't a religious experience. It's a spiritual experience. And most religions around the world practice it, from Christianity, Muslims, Seventh-day, and people meditate, right? Buddhists meditate. Meditation is a way for you to build your connection, with God. It's a way for you to really help heal and settle the body, because oftentimes we don't shut our brain down, right? We're just constantly, on overdrive. And I know for me, because I'm constantly going, I find that meditation really is a great way to center myself, to get myself grounded so that I could connect, okay? Because oftentimes when you're just running constantly, it can lead to body overload, right? To the point where you can have something happen that I remember there were times when I would feel, at the time I had no idea because I didn't have the bioscan. I didn't know that sometimes those feelings you feel, whether it's your heart, in different areas of your body, could actually be that these are symptoms that are warning signs. And when you're constantly running at a high level, just because you feel like you're managing the stress well, because maybe mentally you feel great, you feel balanced, it doesn't mean that it's not manifesting somewhere. And for many people, it manifests silently. And so we want to really introduce to you a concept that we hope that you embrace and that you can utilize it as a way to really heal our families. We can pass this type of meditation on for generations, because it really is a powerful way for you to bring your body into balance. It's a way for you to bring your mind into balance. It's a way for you to connect soulfully. And so it's just such a powerful method. And so we have Dr. Prince that's going to really be there to help guide us through this process. We have our ancestral tribute that's going to happen with Dr. Rosalind Belt. She's putting together a special video presentation. So if you've not gotten yours in, what are you waiting for? I know there's someone in your life that's passed on that was so impactful to you that you want to make sure that they're on this video. Okay. So please, don't wait and then be on, regretting the fact that you didn't get maybe your mom or your grandmother, but somebody that's passed on that you just want them honored on Saturday. Okay. So you want to make sure you email that to drroz@wakanna.com. Even if you don't have something via video, get some pictures, get some special quote that they instilled in you, right? Something that they're known for telling and uplifting people with, okay? So make sure you get that in. Do not delay. Get that in today, okay? Because you don't want to miss the opportunity to honor someone who is so special, so impactful in your life that you want to make sure they are honored, okay? And so after that, we have a phenomenal presentation from a lot of our medical advisory board, and it's called Soul Ties, okay? Soul Ties. And I love that topic because when you think about our health, we are forever tied, to our past, right? And so, and especially the spiritual connections. And so they really have a chance to hear about how this works with our ECS system, our mental health, how we deal with grief. It's going to be such a powerful presentation that you're going to want your family members to listen in. You're going to want your kids to listen in. So this is going to be something so impactful. So again, when you think about our conference, don't just think about it in terms of who do you want to recruit? Who do you want to change their life? Who do you want to really pour something in that's so special? I mean, these are conferences where we witness people, charge hundreds of dollars for, right? People fly all across the country to attend these type of conferences and to know we're giving this to you, making it so accessible. And our general admission tickets are just $29. Now, the VIP, of course, they're already sold out. And if you did purchase a VIP, it's going to include one guest ticket. All that communication, I know Dr. Roz, Kathy Weathersby, they've already started the process of identifying the VIPs. And so you're going to start seeing all that communication happen this week. So make sure if you don't see something in the next few days, connect back with the team, because it might be that we have the wrong email on file. And so after that, there's some other exciting things that are happening. We have some other special guests that are going to make an appearance. We have our raw vegan athlete who's going to talk about chicken after midnight, okay? So again, there's always some special speakers that you're going to want to plug into, and we have some special flat belly awards. And so if you are a wellness coach and you've been going out there and doing big things, well, guess what? There's a chance that you might be getting recognized on Saturday. So make sure you are there because you want to be live on the Zoom when we give you your special recognition, okay? And so from there, we're going to have a chance to have a phenomenal lunch. And that lunch is going to actually allow us to really reimagine our family traditions, okay? And so it's going to be actually a vegan prepared lunch. In fact, we're doing chicken and waffles, okay? So it's going to actually be more of a brunch style, but we're calling it lunch because it's going to kick off after 12 o'clock. And then we have another phenomenal wealth segment, and our phenomenal wealth segment will include Lynn Richardson, Michelle Renee, Dan Johnson. You know, we have Leroy Mack. They're going to teach you how to build your own bank. They're going to teach you about crypto. You're going to learn about the wealth transfer, how it's here, and how you can absolutely take advantage of that, okay? And then, of course, we're loading it up with lots of recognition, special training. We have some of our distributors who are going to come and just bring it, okay? They're going to bring to you the training that you need to take your business to the next level. I mean, this conference, I'm telling you what, folks, this is our last virtual Zoom as it relates to a conference because our conference are moving to a new format. And so, again, not only do you want to get your special guest on, but this is also the time to get your team re-engaged. Oftentimes we talk about, man, you know, that was the best conference ever, and we wish we had more team members on. Let me just tell you something, folks. This will be your best conference yet, and you're going to want to get every single person in your team, on your team, whether they're active or not. Maybe it's been a few years since they've even looked at their website. You want to reach out to them. You want to let them know this is the conference that they do not want to miss. Our phenomenal Phyllis Nash will talk about becoming a founding member. So she's going to really paint the picture so that you can really strategize, because as I'm looking at the numbers, as I'm looking at all the people that are sending in their founding member checks, I mean, it just amazes me that 95% of every single check that's either been called in via the telephone, which means you're paying via credit card, or that's been mailed in, they're actually people that want 3 shares, okay? And so you can't tell us that people don't have money right now. People have money, and what you want to do is really make sure you're positioning your business for diamond. And Phyllis is going to really show you that process. We're going to talk about the Diamonds in Dubai trip, and we want to make sure that every single person who wants to advance in the month of November, you're positioned to do just that. See, some of you took advantage of the Go Diamond Pack. We're already analyzing those numbers from July because guess what? Those numbers are going into your November count. So by the time you get the extra points from the Founders Pack, because when they spend the $8.99, you're actually getting 1,100 points. When they spend the $17.99, you're actually getting 2,200 points. So when you start adding all of that up with the extra points that you receive from Dubai, from our Go Diamond Pack, okay, all of that is going to help you get in a position minimum. I mean, you'll be Ruby, where you're going to get your accommodations taken care of at our retreat in Vegas. But imagine if you go all the way to Diamond, and at Diamond, we're talking about you hit it 1 month, and that's a trip for one, but it's all your expenses. I mean, it's your air flight, it's your accommodation, it's tours. I mean, we're going to go on a camel ride, on ATVs, I mean, in the desert. I mean, we're talking about just a luxurious experience at a 5-star hotel, and all of that when you hit Diamond. Hit Diamond again, and guess what happens? Now bring your spouse for free. I mean, this is a trip of a lifetime, a trip that people often just dream about, but we're making it possible. And we're doing everything in our power to make sure that if you want this, we are putting together a game plan to help you achieve it, because with all of the extra points, with us allowing you to take every founding member's pack and put it in the month of November, it just means if you are Emerald from last year, guess what? There's no reason why Diamond and beyond is not your destiny at this point. Because some of you, I believe, will end up hitting 2-star diamond in November, and there will be some 3-star diamonds in November. And so what you want to do right now is you want to go ahead and claim this for you, claim this for your team. There's no reason other than you just don't make up your mind that you would not hit diamond. And when you really start thinking about the numbers, guys, I want you to break it down. See, sometimes we just overcomplicate this, okay? When it comes to diamond, you need 3 legs, right? And so I want you to think about it this way. What if you had 3 legs, where inside of each one of those legs, you know, in addition to the person you sponsored, so that's 1 in each leg, but there were 9 more. So that's 10 people in each leg. And if those 10 people in each leg just focused on 3 shares, do you know that's already putting you to the point where you're at about 27,000 points per leg with just 10 people in 3 legs? I'm going to say it again, okay? Because I think sometimes we forget the simplicity of this business. We forget the fact that this business is set up for you to win, right? And that's with us counting the points dollar for dollar. But we don't count them dollar for dollar. We give you extra. So now when you add the extra points to this, okay, add the extra points to this, what that means is it's actually putting you in even a stronger position, because now you're talking about 33,000 points per leg when you really break it down and you do that math, guys. And so again, let's say it again. When you have 3 legs, and if you get each leg focused on 3 shares, so that means there's 10 people in each leg that are going for 10 shares. If you just look at the dollar for dollar point value without the extra points, we already know that one person getting 3 shares is how much money, right? I mean, we're talking about 2,700, right? 2,700. And so if you have 10 people doing it, that's 27,000, right? But you get more than just the points, you get the extras. So now we're talking about 33,000 points, and that's in 1 leg. You do that 2 more times. I'm just telling you guys, this is much simpler than you think. We just tend to overcomplicate things because we're looking at it like this big fat elephant of 100,000, but not realizing that to break down an elephant, it's 1 bite at a time. It's 1 presentation at a time. It's 1 new founding member at a time. It's getting out there and showing the plan, doing the presentation. It's loading up calls like tomorrow. It's loading up our Friday call. It's getting your team back re-engaged in the conferences. Doing all of that will take you to a position where right now your business might be a sapphire business, but guess what? Yes, you as a sapphire can bust through and go diamond, because that does not even include all the shopping that your team is going to do on Black Friday, on Cyber Monday. That does not include all the CV that you're going to get for Cyber Monday and Black Friday in the month of November. That does not include those Go Diamond Pack points. So when you add all of that, that's why we know that there's going to be some people that are going to hit 2-star diamond. That's why we know there's going to be some people that hit 3-star diamond, because we've really laid out a plan, guys. And now all you've got to do is follow it. And so again, the conference is going to really help to show this, to explain this. So you're going to want to plug in so that you can understand the strategy. Then there's going to be more recognition. So we're going to do so much recognition at the conference. And then, of course, have some phenomenal closing remarks. And we're giving away some prizes and some gifts. We're giving away so many exciting things. And so you're going to want to plug in, because just because you've registered for the conference, that's going to give you an opportunity to win in our drawing. You know, also too, a reminder, you know, get your founding member pack in this month, because by doing it this month, you're going to get the extra perks and benefits. You know, in fact, it's exciting too, because you're getting your customer requirements waived and so many extra points that you're getting because you're taking advantage of it during this month. And so I'm not going to go through any more of the founding member details. We really want you to get on the call tomorrow night so that you can get it, because we believe that one of the greatest transfers of wealth of our lifetime is here, and it is our founding member program. I mean, this is just a unique opportunity, guys, because we could have said, hey, listen, every time we open a country, we're going to allow that country to participate in this 1% pool. That's what most companies do. Understand that, okay? And that's what happens where the pool gets diluted, because every time you open up a new country, that country gets in the pool. We're not doing that, guys. We're closing it out this year, period. So if you're not in the founding member program, you'll never have an opportunity to get into this 1% pool ever. So as we go internationally around the world, that just means you put yourself in a position for building wealth for you and your family. And so that PIN number tomorrow night is 878-1492. So 878-1492-6789. It's the same passcode as last Sunday, okay? Also, what I want to do before we wrap up, I do want to go ahead and give a shout out to everyone who hit a minimum of 500 CV in the month of September. And so we're going to give it up for Gia Bankhead, Gail King, Margaret Dorsey, Erica and Troy Zachary, Naina Feme, Ann Mooney, Deborah Collins Jones, Philip and Dr. Kimberly Smith O'Tree, Dr. Rashonda Conti, Pat Belt, Carla Whitlow, Shawana Thomas, and keeping Shawana in our prayers. Her grandmother at 98 years young passed. Her birthday was Friday, and we had a phenomenal celebration of life there at our facility. So we had a chance to meet Shawana, her beautiful family, her mom and her dad, and so many of her cousins and sisters. And so Shawana, we love you. We have you in our thoughts and prayers. But Shawana bronze last month, Elizabeth Thompson, Shannon King, Rosalind Williams, Fatima Horn, Dr. Rosalind Shaw Belt, Sylvia Covington, Frida McDuffie. And now let's go into our silver qualifiers. Claudia Muhammad, Bernadine Kirkland, Gabrielle Scott, Terry Anderson, Marguerite Wright. Super proud of each and every one of you. And I will shout out just for the top three that hit for our customer contest. In number 3 spot, we have Claudia Muhammad with 11 customers new last month. Frida McDuffie with 12 new customers, and Bernadine Kirkland with 17 new customers last month in our number 1 spot. And so let's just also acknowledge today is Momentum Monday. So this is the day we give you any special deals that are happening, recognition, which we've just done that. So we're going to now drop our recognition on social media. Join us on Wednesday. We're going to actually do that drawing that we did last time so that those of you who did get your 3 customers in September, you're going to share in 1,000 in loyalty points, okay? So we're going to give it out randomly to 10 people. Will win 100 loyalty points. So you want to tune in if you did get 3 new customers last month. And then, of course, if you're in our top 3, automatically you've earned yourself double loyalty points, Wakanna bucks over what we did last month. And so that's super awesome and exciting. Tomorrow is Transformation Tuesday. And then, of course, I've already acknowledged Wellness Wednesday, Throwback Thursday, Fun Friday, Join the Team Live, Showcase Saturday, and Self-Care Sunday. And so today's lineup, of course, at 8:30, we can join Dr. Roz as we rebound with Wakanna.com. That happens Monday through Saturday at 8:30 a.m. Central, 2:30 p.m. You can save our strands with Doris Mosley, our trichologist, and Dr. Rita J. McGuire. At 7:30 p.m., join our corporate Zoom. Get on early so you can join in and listen to music with DJ Dr. Roz. And then at 8 o'clock, our team brings a phenomenal presentation. And then, of course, we want you to have a Wakanna day because we're going to see you at the top, the very top, the tip top, because, yes, this time we are busting through the top. Have a phenomenal day.